Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, I have a lot of updates for you, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The Eagles team, under the guidance of their executive, made a strategic decision by signing a former second-round wide receiver. Recently, a veteran player announced his retirement, but has yet to say a final goodbye, leaving open the possibility of a return in 2025. This is the topic we'll be covering. A one-year contract was signed with wide receiver Terrace Marshall Jr., who has previously played for the Panthers, Niners, and Raiders. The Eagles are bringing in a player with great potential who has yet to shine in his NFL career. Despite his limited production so far, this might be a smart decision, and I will explain why. As a former second-round pick in 2021, the Eagles management has a history of bringing in athletes who, even if they haven't met expectations, have a high pedigree in the selection process. Terrace Marshall was picked in the second round by the Carolina Panthers, and since then, he has faced challenging situations. The Panthers team has struggled in recent years with subpar quarterback performances. He also had a brief stint with the Niners, but didn't get many opportunities, and then moved to the Raiders, where the quarterback situation wasn't ideal either. Now, he joins the Eagles in a more efficient offense alongside Jalen Hurts, who surely has more resources around him and a more favorable environment, which could help Marshall unlock his potential, which is yet to be revealed considering he is only 24 years old. The situation with quarterbacks has changed, and now he's with the Eagles in a more favorable scenario alongside Jalen Hurts, which provides him with tools and support in a more structured environment that could help him reach his full potential. At just 24 years old, he remains a young athlete with great room for growth and a promising career ahead if he successfully develops his skills in Philadelphia. Therefore, this move represents a low-risk deal, as it's a one-year contract with minimal financial investment, making it an accessible bet for the Eagles on a player who was once considered to have great potential in the NFL. However, since his draft, he has struggled to convert that potential into on-field performance. In his rookie season, he managed only 17 receptions for 138 yards in 13 games, without making a significant impact. The following year, there was slight improvement with 28 receptions and almost 500 yards, but just one touchdown, leaving fans hoping for more. As he entered his third year, expectations were high, as he seemed to be gaining momentum in Carolina, creating hope that it would finally be his breakout season as a standout receiver. Unfortunately, he played only 9 games, recording 19 receptions for 139 yards before leaving Carolina. He then had brief stints with the Niners and the Raiders last season, where he registered only 3 receptions for 41 yards, largely due to limited opportunities. Thus, the Eagles are betting on a player who has yet to prove himself at this stage in his career. Considering the talent the Eagles have at wide receiver, he will have the chance to learn from more experienced players. While the team doesn't often use 3 receiver sets, the contribution of a third receiver can still be relevant, as shown in the Super Bowl. He now joins a group of young talents, looking to secure his place on the roster. At the very least, this move seems to be a strategy to increase depth at the position, potentially allowing him to become the team's 6th wide receiver. During that Super Bowl, a new addition joins a group that includes young talents, potentially fighting for a roster spot. At the very least, this move seems to increase the team's depth, as this player could take on the role of the 6th receiver if he can contribute on special teams. The management is recognized for its strategic operations, especially under the leadership of its key decision-maker. They value a player from a renowned university in the Southeastern Conference, specifically from Louisiana State University, who has a notable draft pedigree. Their belief is that, with proper training and development, there may be a chance to maximize his potential and unlock talents that have yet to be explored. Given this recent signing, it seems reasonable to assess his performance during training camp and see if he can truly fight for a place on the roster. Switching topics, there are indications that a player might retire. Recently, he appeared on a program where the possibility of a return in 2025 was mentioned. This deserves a deeper analysis, but first, it's important to highlight something related to ticket purchasing. There's an app that stands out in the ticket market, offering last-minute tickets, flash deals, and seat views before purchase, always ensuring the lowest prices. This app makes the ticket buying process simpler and faster, with prices usually decreasing as events approach, whether they're sports, concerts, comedy shows, or theater performances. The platform offers tickets for any type of event, featuring notable last-minute deals and all-inclusive prices. The guarantee of the lowest price makes ticket purchases more accessible. Some great features enhance the overall experience. Zone offers allow for even greater savings by selecting a section, and the option to choose seats allows users to pick their preferred location. Furthermore, a total price-inclusive feature shows the total cost of tickets transparently, eliminating unexpected fees at checkout. This platform also offers ticket coverage, protecting purchases with flexible customer service policies. For example, for those interested in watching a game, an exciting season is underway, with teams looking to repeat their recent successes. Important series are approaching against competitive opponents, so securing tickets through this platform simplifies the buying process. Returning to the potential retirement topic, the player has not officially made that decision yet. During a recent appearance, he mentioned that he considers himself 90% retired, which suggests a chance of returning next season. He shared his perspective, indicating that despite feeling 90% retired, the remaining 10% represents a desire to keep training. According to him, training for a game is different from regular exercises, and he hasn't significantly altered his routine. He emphasized the importance of maintaining an exercise habit after retirement, commenting on advice from many former players to stay active. This suggests that the possibility of a return remains a consideration, as he continues to focus on training and preparing for what's to come. It seems that the possibility of Brandon Graham returning is still open. It's natural for retired athletes to stay active and maintain their physical shape for various reasons. However, getting back into the rhythm after a break, especially after a season, is something many players, including Brandon Graham, feel the need to do. There's a strong desire to reunite with teammates in the gym and reintegrate into the dynamic of an NFL season. For someone like BG, who plays with a lot of passion and spirit for this city, it's understandable that, as he intensifies his training, thoughts of returning to play would cross his mind. Last season, even with limited playing time, he had a notable performance, achieving an overall score of 78 according to PFF. He received an 80 for run defense and a 71.8 rating in quarterback pressure, totaling 3.5 sacks, 20 pressures, 13 quarterback pressures, and 3 quarterback hits in just 169 pressure plays. Clearly, he doesn't need much time to return to success. Regardless of Graham's decision to return, we've already honored the extraordinary athlete he is. Drafted 13th overall in 2010, some question this choice, especially with another renowned player being picked afterward. However, since then, he's become a 2-time Super Bowl champion and gained fame for a strip sack on a quarterback that resulted in a touchdown last season. He was named to the second-team All-Pro in 2016 and made the Pro Bowl in 2020, accumulating a total of 76.5 sacks over his career, placing him third among the team's players. He also holds the record for most games played in franchise history, cementing his legacy. Regardless of his intentions to return, the team is already making moves at the edge position, considering the possibility of losing him, along with other members of the defensive line. One player had an outstanding performance last season, while another stood out in the final stretch and playoffs. The team still has an athlete who is already on the roster, brought in a new player, and brought another back after some time away from the franchise. It all points to them preparing for various scenarios, and the possibility of selecting a new prospect is still on the table. It's unclear whether Brandon Graham's return will impact this decision. On the roster, the team is bringing in a new player, along with another from another franchise, and one player is also returning after a period of absence. This suggests that they are organizing for the future, and selecting a younger player is still an option. I believe that Brandon Graham's potential return wouldn't hinder the selection of a new talent. However, if he decides to come back, there's no doubt he would be welcomed with open arms and given the chance to play again. He is a true legend for this franchise, and, as we saw last season, he still has the ability to contribute on the field. I can't imagine a situation where he returns just to be a presence in the locker room. Without a doubt, he would be a strong voice and influence in that environment, as well as a leader. However, I think he still has a lot to offer on the field. He mentioned that he's 90% retired, which suggests that it's more likely his NFL career has come to an end, but there's still a chance we could see him in action again, perhaps in pursuit of a third Super Bowl title next season. So, before I wrap up, do you believe Brandon Graham will play in 2025? If so, reply yes, and if not, reply no. Thank you for being here today, and I hope to see you again next time. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. A mysterious figure walks through the Eagles' locker room. The camera pans up slowly. It's DK Metcalf in midnight green. Could the Birds be getting their biggest weapon yet? The NFL rumor mill is in overdrive, and at the center of it all is DK Metcalf, the explosive wide receiver recently traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Barely settled into his new home, whispers are growing louder that the Philadelphia Eagles may be plotting a stunning move to acquire the two-time Pro Bowler. With the 2025 season inching closer, fans are wondering, could Metcalf be the final piece in the Eagles' quest for another Super Bowl run? DK Metcalf's recent seasons have been nothing short of electric. Despite a rocky 2023 campaign with the Seahawks that included both highlight reel touchdowns and sideline drama, Metcalf bounced back in 2024 with another strong performance, nearly hitting the 1,000-yard mark and breaking a franchise record for long-range touchdowns. After requesting a trade postseason, he was dealt to the Steelers in March 2025 in exchange for a second-round pick and additional draft considerations. However, with the Eagles known for their aggressive front office tactics, Metcalf's stint in Pittsburgh might not last long. Sources close to the situation suggest that Philadelphia is exploring all options to further bolster their already potent offense. With A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith stretching the field, adding Metcalf would give quarterback Jalen Hurts an almost unfair arsenal of weapons. While no official negotiations have been confirmed, insiders claim talks have taken place behind closed doors. Could the Eagles pull off yet another blockbuster deal? There's a reason DK Metcalf's name sends a jolt through defensive coordinators. At 6 feet 4 inches and nearly 230 pounds, he's built like a linebacker but runs like a track star. With a 4.33-second 40-yard dash under his belt, Metcalf brings an almost mythic combination of size, speed, and power to the wide receiver position. His physical dominance allows him to bully cornerbacks at the line of scrimmage and turn contested catches into routine highlights. Metcalf's ability to stretch the field has been a defining trait since he entered the league. Whether it's burning defenders on go routes or elevating above double coverage in the red zone, he commands attention on every snap. In 2023 alone, he racked up 8 touchdowns and over 1,100 receiving yards, proving that even amid team struggles, he remains a game changer. His deep play threat forces safeties to cheat back, opening up opportunities for teammates and reshaping how defenses line up. But beyond the stat sheet, it's the fear he inspires that could give the Eagles a whole new identity. Imagine Metcalf lining up opposite A.J. Brown, with Devonta Smith roaming underneath. It's the kind of alignment that keeps defensive coordinators up at night. Metcalf doesn't just move the chains, he alters the momentum of games. One catch, one stiff arm, one sprint down the sideline, and the tide can turn in an instant. If Howie Roseman and the Eagles front office can make this move a reality, it might not just be the biggest deal of the offseason. It could shift the balance of power in the entire NFC. A player like DK doesn't just join a roster. He transforms it. For now, it's a waiting game, but fans in Philly are watching with wide eyes and bated breath. Could DK Metcalf trade black and yellow for midnight green before the season kicks off? If the rumors prove true, the entire NFC may need to brace for a new era of Eagles dominance. Stay tuned. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.